I've never been the kind of girl that has sex in the first date. I've always, maybe it's because I've always been in long relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think about kissing or like making out, but not having sex right away.
Mm-hmm.
And what turns me on? Definitely sense of humor. Definitely. And that, just no, he has to be funny. He has to.
So if a guy's funny,
Yeah.
to me as a man, this is so different
Yeah.
from what I'm. A guy's funny, and that will actually make you horny for him.
Okay, horny.
Horny. Let's get right to it.
The way he moves.
Okay.
The way he moves. For example, I like guys. Not all the guys that I like smoke, but if someone smokes, the way he smokes, like he has to hold a cigarette some certain way, and it's just like, whoa.
No, that's corny. That's
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
No one smokes anymore.
I'm sorry.
I don't think people are smoking as much anymore as they used to.
Yeah, but like.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know. I had this. I went out with this guy and he smoked very sexy. The way he stand up and smoke. And
all right,
I don't know.
New topic. Anyway, what else besides smoking? What will make you? So you said the way he moves his body.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's talk about that.
The way he stands or the way he sits.
What does that tell you about him?
Confidence, but not cockiness.
But not cockiness.
It's a very thin line.
Mm-hmm.
Very thin.
Can you get specific about, like the details of how he moves and maybe what that would mean to you?
First, they have to. You know when a guy, I know when a guy knows how to dance.
Mm.
I love a guy that likes dancing. And I went out with this guy that didn't know how to dance at all, and he just moved like. And I was
like me.
Like, he started dancing, yeah. And I was just like, maybe because I don't know, I love dancing and I've danced for like all my life, like properly dance.
Like, did you salsa and stuff?
No, I danced jazz, modern jazz, and a little bit hip hop, and then I did some ballet, and
I'm learning salsa.
Everything. And salsa, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
learning. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I love it. Yeah.
So you like Latin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can.
Bachata too.
Bachata. Oh, I'm not a very huge fan of bachata. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like somebody that knows how to move, and it's not like.
Is it about his confidence, or do you think about how he would be in bed?
No, I don't think about that.
Okay. So it's more just that he's confident.
Yeah.
And confident, maybe trying to see confidence. Women say, "I like a man who's confident." Guys, it's so easy to misinterpret that. Guys are like, "Well, that means I have to,
Yeah, no, not stand up like. Hey.
Okay, two guys that they're both attractive, guys. They're well-groomed, well-dressed.
Yeah.
They're both, positive people. They care about others. They both are interested in you. One guy has like insecure, not confident body language. The other guy does. What are they doing differently?
Maybe maybe the other one, the one that I like the most, he moves faster. You're talking about movement,
the
body.
Yep.
Yeah, they have to be like faster and just more like interact with other people. Like
they're aware of their surroundings and they're on top of things.
Yeah.
Okay. What you said you like sense of humor. You like the way he moves. What are some physical things that turn you on? Or I know that men a lot of times make the mistake of going too fast.
Yeah.
Things like that. What turns you off first? Tell me.
What turns me off? They try to kiss me right away.
Okay.
That will turn me off, definitely. I'll be like.
How would a guy know?
Well, I like when you notice that you have something in common.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Talking about a bar. If we're talking the whole night, and then first of all, they don't have to ask, "Can I kiss you?" No, they just have to do it. But I think it depends on how can I explain? I don't know how to explain. It just has to be like at the end of the night.
Okay.
When they try it, not at the beginning, not at the. It has to be at the end, like.
What will you
wrap up.
What will you do to show a guy that you want to be kissed?
I will get close to him, and like when you start talking, like almost face to face, like
Face to face.
Yeah. And then, well, I've heard that when you want to show somebody that you want to kiss them, you look at them on the lips too much. Like, well, I'm when I talk to somebody, I usually look them on the lips and the eyes, both. But when you stare at the lips, like if they're talking to you and just looking at the lips and you just go like this a little bit, and then just they're like.
Do you notice that you do that when you want to be kissed?
Yes.
You look at the guy's lips.
Yes, and they do the same. They look at your lips a lot. So that means like, okay, he wants to kiss me.
Cool.
So then you decide if you go for it.
So a guy should look at your lips.
Yeah.
And it's, not right away, but you guys are having fun together.
Yeah, and
then he looks at your lips. That'll make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Doing the same, looking back at his lips.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff a lot of guys aren't aware of, so that's good to know.
Yeah, they don't know about the lips. So it's just like, oh.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. What else after kissing? What mistakes do men make when things are heating up?
The worst mistake for me would be like, do you want to come to my place? I don't know. Maybe it's because of my culture and my background.
It's pretty common. I mean.
Yeah, I would feel offended. Me.
Okay.
There's girls that love to do it and it's okay, but I would feel offended if they would be like, "Do you want to come to my place?" Or I don't know. I'd be like, "No. What do you think I am? I'm not gonna have sex with you on first dates. I'm not like
right.
that."
Let's say it's not the first date. Let's say you are back at his place or at your place or wherever. What mistakes do men make? When you're making out, things are getting heated. You're putting your hands on each other.
What would they do wrong? Try to think of this.
Or right. Stuff you like, stuff you don't like.
I like guys to try to give, not as much as receive.
Gotcha.
I'm not talking something particular, but just in general, a guy that likes to make you feel good.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you can tell if a guy's got kind of like a selfish intention sexually. Yeah.
You can tell. And that's pretty much about it. And what would they do right would be, I don't know, just don't go straight to it. I mean, if you're in his place, it happens that when you're drunk and the other one's drunk, it just happens, know. But sometimes it's good that you pretend a little bit that, I don't know, you want to watch a movie, for example. They just like, okay, yeah. And then, of course, something's going to happen, but that it's not like, okay, take up selfies, for example. I've been in very few situations. I'm more like going again. Relationship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I know for me, when I'm with a woman, that's not something that happens all the time, and that's a unique person that I have with me.
Yeah.
It's a very special thing. So I will treat her as if it's like it's my last meal, and really take my time and savor everything, looking at her, touching her, smelling her, and really going slow and not missing an inch of her, and really, getting my pleasure from making her feel good. That's what turns me on.
Okay, yeah.
Does that resonate with you? Is that
Yes.
okay? Cool.
Definitely.
All right, cool. I know that you've typically had, long-term relationships. Have you ever had any flings, any short-term things where, you said like drunk, hook up, whatever?
Yes, yes.
Okay. How'd that go down? Under what circumstances would you have a fling?
Drunk.
Drunk. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much drunk. Flings, you mean like one night stands or just
Well, let me ask you this.
for a week?
Let's say, yeah, like a week. Like, let's say, you're drunk, you hook up with a guy. Not saying you would want to do that now, but at times you've done that. What would he have to do to keep you interested in a purely physical relationship, or is that even possible?
Yeah, to make it become a relationship instead of...
No, to keep it casual.
Oh, okay.
Is that possible with you, or under what circumstances would that happen? Or has it ever happened?
I've never, like, if I have flings, they stop in my case, some of them stop because either him or me would go away, or...
Oh, so a lot of times it's happened when you were traveling.
Yes.
Exactly. And you know that it can't turn into
exactly,
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Or, yeah, it must have been like that because I don't know why everything becomes a relationship with me. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's not as positive because you just like fall in love for, I don't know, like this.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever, hooked up with a guy? I don't want to say hook up. It doesn't sound nice. Like, you were turned on. The moment was right. You went for it with the guy pretty quickly, and then it turned into a relationship.
Yes. Yes. And I don't know. Usually guys that don't like relationships, I attract them, and they end up liking them, and they end up getting into the relationship.
Oh, you convert them. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? How does it go from, just a physical thing to a relationship? I mean, I know that you're an investor and justifier, so you would go with that passion, and then once you've invested that, because sex is obviously it's a special thing, right? So that's a big investment, kind of.
Yes.
So once you do that, you would want to say, well, I did that because maybe there's potential with this guy.
Yeah.
Well, why would you say that to yourself? I mean, what is it? Would it be the sex itself that would convey that, or would it be something else?
It's something else, I guess, because for me, when I have sex with a guy, I immediately get involved. I get involved. I can't avoid it. It's just like...
What if it's bad?
Bad sex?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it's something else.
Yeah, it's all about feelings, I guess.
Feelings. Cool.
Unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes I hate it.
What advice would you give to guys, or to a guy, to get a girl like you?
What advice? Don't pretend. Don't pretend. First, don't pretend that they care if they don't care. Like, I've met this guy once, and what I like about him was, like, if I was talking, he literally didn't give a shit. He would be like, okay, yeah, whatever. But as I was saying, it just makes me laugh. At the beginning, I was just like, asshole. And then I just got to know him, and I was like, I prefer him to tell me, yeah, whatever, if I'm talking about, oh, yeah, the other day I was just walking. I mean, then somebody going like, oh, really? Wow. You just notice when they don't care, you know? So it's just like, if you don't care, just
be you.
Yeah, and maybe I'll think you're rude, and then I'll be like, I appreciate it. I mean,
Okay.
It's the way that you say
That's
it.
something I think a lot of guys would be scared to do, is to just, if they weren't interested in what you're saying, they would pretend that they were,
Yeah.
maybe thinking that, if I tell her, okay, and that she would, maybe I'd lose her. But that would actually have the opposite effect.
For me,
Not always, but it would probably have more likely to have the opposite effect, where you respect him
exactly
for being real.
Yeah, exactly. And what else? Just go for it. Be creative, and girls like to be like pampered, I guess. Like,
Pampered?
yeah, like change. I mean, if you're going out with somebody, not always take them to have dinner for dinner. Just one time, just make up like a really nice date on
Something romantic.
something romantic, and then something fun, and then something, I don't know, change it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be creative, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And really notice when a girl is trying to tell you something. For example, we tend to be like, I don't know, something silly, like, okay, I love, you're in a conversation and you're like, oh yeah, oh God, for example, oh yeah, my favorite flower is sunflower. Stupid. But my favorite flower is sunflowers. I love sunflowers. So if the guy catches that, I mean, they have to be really paying attention to, okay, she likes it. And I don't have to be like, I like sunflowers, you know? So they just catch it in one time, like a month after, they come with sunflower. And you're like, whoa, he remembered. And it's not always about giving stuff, but okay, this girl likes this song a lot. This is her favorite band, for example. And then you just go and play that song once, or
That's something you said a lot, is that, like when you hang out with a guy and he's with his friends, but he also shows you attention, or he calls and he's with his friends, but he was thinking of you, thinking of something romantic to do, remembering your favorite things.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm picking up with that is that you want to feel like he sees you as special, like you're special to him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it's a random guy, there's no future, well, you don't care. I mean, you'll know when somebody sees you for something like serious. When I say serious, doesn't mean like, oh my God, I'm getting married. Gosh, no, nothing. But that you see that's not just for fooling around.
You want a guy to treat you like you're special.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the most important things to you.
Yeah.
When it comes to whether or not you're going to stay with him and see where things go.
Yeah, I think pretty much that's a curse, because some guys sometimes get scared because they're like, oh, that girl obviously is not he's a girl, so they tend to back off.
Maybe that it'll take too long to get
Yeah.
what they want.
Or maybe they just don't want that at the moment. They just want to have fun. I mean, and what we're trying to say is like, you can have fun. I mean, it's not like you're gonna get married right now, but I mean, it's
see where it goes.
Yeah.
One last question. What do you want men to see about you? I know that a lot of times men get sidetracked with just how a woman looks, and that's their whole motivation.
Yeah.
And what I've found is that the women I've dated a lot of, physically very nice looking women who, at the time I was just happy to have that. But the more women I've dated, I realized that I need something more. I need a woman who I like as a person. Okay. It sounds obvious, but I think for a lot of men it takes some time to get there, or if they ever get there.
Yeah.
And what I found is that when I like a woman for who she is as a person, everything kind of falls into place.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want a man to see in you?
What do I want to see? Well, that I don't like oh shit, I don't know. Well, it's just that I'm.
What do you think you offer in a romantic relationship?
Okay, I'm very loving, I guess, and I like to know that I want them to know that they can see me as not only as a couple, but just as a friend.
Okay.
First of all, they can tell me everything. Well, and well, they can have fun with me. It's not like, I don't know, that I can be, I don't know, like a
I think
serious kind of light person. I don't know how to explain.
And do you think guys don't notice? Maybe the guys misinterpret and think that you're more serious than you really are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe it's important that a guy, as an investor, as someone who has ideals,
yeah.
You and as a justifier, you're excited about just kind of diving in and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe a guy might think that you want more than you really do.
Yeah.
And he might misinterpret some of those things as maybe being too needy, or you're too relationship girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Needy never, because I'm not that needy. I really give space and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, serious. Yes. Like
Yeah.
relationship girl. Yeah. For example, it happens to me like if I don't know, like they can see me in a club because they told my friends, for example, and they say like, oh, this girl is just I can come up to her and talk, and then my friends are like, well, no, she's not like that, you know, and then they're like, whoa, no, then I won't go and talk to her because she is not one night stand girl.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's important that a guy understands that you're not one night stand girl.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not going to be super serious girlfriend girl.
No, I just want to have fun.
You just want to have some fun and see where it goes.